We were kind of looking for an all-in-one partner in order to provide, rental agreements, security deposits, home guides, everything of the sort. And that's exactly what Enso does. Dave Emerson, founder, father, friend. I started the company back in 2019 when my wife and I purchased a vacation home in the Poconos, and that name's kind of just stuck as the title. I think with short-term rentals, especially with so many people entering the space, it's a lot of amateurs, for lack of a better term. People that are self-managing their home from 100 miles away and trying to do their best. So reason we created the business and what we're hoping to set ourselves apart is we have the infrastructure, right? We have the maintenance team, we have the cleaning team. For better or worse, probably stepped in every pitfall there is to step into when managing homes, providing better experiences for our guests. And then, in turn, you get better reviews, you get more stays, everything like that. I think whenever somebody steps into a home, in the back of their mind, whether they're conscious of it or not, is this reality going to meet my expectations? The photos always look pretty and nice, but when you walk into the home, were those pictures taken a year ago? Or things better or worse? So they're making their decision right when they walk into the home whether they're going to like the experience or not. Probably even before that. When they're hopping in the car to travel there, it's am I going to be able to get into the house? Do I know where it's located? All this stuff. So I think that's one of the things that we're trying to focus on, right? Is if we provide the right experience, I think the rest takes care of itself. That's where Enso has really helped a lot, truthfully. We were kind of looking for an all-in-one partner in order to provide, rental agreements, security deposits, home guides, everything of the sort. And that's exactly what Enso does. It really hit on nearly everything we were looking for. So we're able to provide the home guides to our guests before they even step foot in the home, so they can kind of plan their trip accordingly. And it's all consolidated on one centralized link. It's really convenient, so that way we can kind of point the guests back to that link, whether it's, hey, I'm having trouble getting into the house. Hey, what can we do? It's rainy. We're looking for activities. Just being able to link it through with videos, pictures, maps, all kinds of stuff. In our down season, that's when I like to be okay, let's take a look at what partners are out there and do a little bit of an eyes wide open assessment of the marketplace, because it changes a lot. It feels like there's new companies popping up all the time. And we went through HostAway, which is our PMS, and truthfully, we spoke to a few different companies, but it felt very disconnected, where we were just going to have 3 or 4 different solutions that loosely solved the problem for us that were not very interwoven. The URL, you don't have to have a separate device. We do the security deposits as well as the guest experience. And it's oh yeah, that's the company I would have tried to create if I had any type of technical chops. Trying to find ways to increase revenue and create better experiences, kind of going to upsells outside of the standard late checkout, early check-in kind of stuff, is maybe there's a romance package we can offer, and it comes with 2 bottles of wine and chocolate and everything like that, so we can set that up in advance. And once again, this all ladders back to what are ways that we can improve revenue. A great guest experience is one where the guest doesn't ask us any questions. And it's not because we don't want to be involved. We just know that about 90% of the questions are coming from probably a pain point. Whether that is, hey, what can we do in the area? If we put that information in front of them where they know to find it, they don't need to ask us the question. They don't need to wait for the response. It's just at their fingertips, right? How do we get into the lockbox? Should be in the check-in instructions, right there. We provided you the link. If they're still asking that question after they have the link, we have to figure out a better way to make sure they know that information's in the link, or timing our automated messages to them better. If the guests come in, check out, and they don't ask any questions, they were happy. That 99 times out of 100, that's a positive experience for them. That probably means that they're able to make the most of their limited time in the home in a meaningful way. Yeah, I would, for sure. Overwhelmingly happy with Enso Connect. You're not resting on your laurels and thinking you have a good thing and staying there. We always try to look for the companies that are continuing to raise that high watermark, and even when things are going well, they're looking to make things better and not just calling it a day. Thank you, and it's fun to grow our companies kind of side by side as well and continuing to offer a great product.